It was the Get Limited Red Division action at National Stadium on Tuesday night. In Tuesday night's first game, it was the Union versus the Royal, and the return of two goalkeepers. Dane Henderson was back for the Royal in nets, and Treadwell Gibbons was also back in goal for the Union in this one. But the story of this one was the Union's Jason Lee. Lee had the hat trick in the second quarter. He scored in the 10th minute to give the Union a 4-1 lead. The Royal were never close in this one. The Union got two more goals in the third from Jamel Swan and Ryan Nesbitt on a shootout. Jelani Butterfield got one back for the Royal on a shootout in the third quarter. The Union would wrap it up. George Dyer and Jamel Swan with goals in the fourth to give the Union a 9-2 victory over the Royal. The loss drops the Royal to 0-3 on the season. The Union now moved to 2-1 on the year, and Jason Lee picked up the hat trick in the game for the Union. Game 2 saw the Arsenal and the Kings. Arsenal coming in with a record of 2-0, and the Kings at 1-1 on the season. The Kings were without Ruf Furtado, who had picked up a red card in Sunday's match. He was out for this one. And the Arsenal started Daniel Adams instead of Jason Smith. And the Kings took advantage early on in this one against Daniel Adams. Quincy Aberdeen and Ricardo Madera scored goals 5 minutes apart in the first quarter to give the Kings a 2-0 lead. But it was all Arsenal from there, and it was all Sequoia Robinson. Sequoia had a hand in the first 6 goals for Arsenal. He scored in the second quarter in the 8th minute to cut the lead to 2-1, and then assisted on the next 2 goals for the Arsenal. Shakai Perriman's goal in the third quarter gave the Arsenal their first lead of the game. That made it 3-2. Robinson scored his second goal in the game 2 minutes later to make it 4-2. Shakai Perriman rounded out the scoring in the third quarter for the Arsenal to give them a 5-2 lead. Arsenal would pour it on in the fourth, 2 more goals, a 7-goal run as Ralph Bean and Jason Davis scored goals for the Arsenal. And then later in the fourth, Sequoia Robinson picks up the hat trick. Sequoia now 9 goals on the season in 3 games. He is the Lindo's ISL leading goal scorer so far through 3 games of play in the ISL. 9-3 win for the Arsenal. So the Arsenal and the Union take the victories on Tuesday night. Don't forget to come out on Thursday night to National Stadium. It is the Ace Insurance Blue Division matchups on Thursday. At 7:30, the Knights take on the Storm, and at 8:45, the Titans battle the Apex. For the Lindo's ISL, I'm Paul Mittermeier.